Thanks very much. My name is Dave Roberts. I'm a senior scientist at Applied Research Associates in Raleigh, North Carolina. And today I'm going to introduce you to ARC4, which is an augmented reality technology that delivers heads-up situational awareness for dismounted tactical operations. ARC4 enables users to visualize geo-registered iconic information overlaid on their view of reality. We call this true AR because icons are registered to real-world features in your direct field of view. So as you turn your head, as you move around as part of your mission ConOps, these icons remain locked to the environment. Today, in outdoor on-the-move operations, soldiers typically used chest-worn devices or handheld mobile devices to access tactical information. The problem with this is that their head is down and they're not paying attention to what's going on around them while they're accessing that information. So with ARC4, the user sees the same tactical information in a heads-up posture. Blue force locations, navigation waypoints, threats in the environment. By viewing this information heads up, the user and members of the small team have a much higher level of situational awareness. They can operate more safely, they can operate more quickly, and in closer coordination with their teammates. Bottom line is it helps them do their job and they can do it in a more safe way. So to date, we have worked with DARPA and the U.S. Air Force Special Ops community, integrating ARC4 with soldier systems, and we are currently integrating with the U.S. Army's Net Warrior Soldier System program. So a key component of the ARC4 interface is the situational awareness ring that you see at the bottom of the field of view here. This SA ring tells you where you are and where teammates and other tactical points of interest are around you. Above the ring in your direct field of view are what we call augmented reality icons. These are geo-registered to the real world. So as you turn your head, these icons remain locked to the environment. You can query information about icons by simply looking toward them. Here, the water tower, for example, is a mission landmark located 269 meters away with coordinates as shown to the user there. A key capability is heads-up navigation. Here, a waypoint icon hovers above the ground in the distance. You can navigate to that point. You always know where it is with respect to you and how far away you are from it. Once you arrive at that waypoint, the system automatically increments to the next waypoint, so it guides the user through. While on the move, and while non-line of sight with your teammates, you can send and receive commands without talking over radio comms. And you can also create icons in your environment. We call this marking up your world. Here the user places an icon on the corner of a building in the distance. Members of your team receive this mark from their perspective, and you have drawn their attention to what you wanted them to look at. And these icons remain locked to the environment as you continue your mission. So ARC4 supports operations in outdoor, unprepared environments. What this means is that our head tracking algorithms have to function without the benefit of fiducials or pre-placed markers in the environment. Imagine soldiers being dropped from a chopper and the system has to work immediately when they depart. And the operational ConOps is one where soldiers are involved in very fast-paced missions where there's high user dynamics and head dynamics as well. So in these challenging conditions, the augmented reality icons must be stable as the user sees them, and they must stay locked to the environment to provide an effective immersive experience. Our head tracking or pose estimation software delivers high accuracy, low latency performance. We merge inertial sensor data with GPS, digital terrain data, and advanced vision algorithms that perform terrain matching within the environment. We have integrated with see-through displays and night vision goggles to deliver day and night operational performance, and we're currently exploring integration with a number of wearable smart glasses. At the end of the day, the core competency, the core capability that we deliver is the ability to sense the user's head, the orientation of the user's head in the outdoor environment, and to deliver an AR overlay with any display that's available that the customer wants. We're basically display agnostic. Here we show operation in a night vision goggle, for example. Is it playing? It's not playing. Sorry, let me just go out to the folder and show it. So in this situation, the user has a high level of situational awareness at nighttime. He understands where important tactical entities are around him. Especially at night, this is a big deal. It's very hard to see at night, so any digital information you can have available to you in a heads-up way is very important. The user can navigate to points and then query information in the environment, whether they're aircraft assets or other tactical points of interest on the ground or part of the mission. Oops, let me get back out of here. So our focus to date has been on high-performance military applications. The technology, though, really is an enabler for any application where a user needs to visualize, create, and share geospatial information in a heads-up posture, outdoors, on the move. So we're looking to extend ARC4 into the commercial realm, logistics, construction, utilities, real estate, immersive gaming. If you have applications or AR technology needs in these areas, we would very much like to talk with you. And we're at booth 54, so please stop by. We have some demos. You can wear the system and experience heads-up AR within the trade show hall. Any questions?
Thank you. Yeah, we have a few here. I'm in the back, so I'm going to start with this one.
How long does it take to train a soldier to use all of that information? You know, not everybody's a fighter pilot, and we're giving them kind of fighter pilot experiences.
Sure. Yeah, that's a good question, and it also goes toward the cognitive aspect of this. We spend a lot of time making sure that the information presented is minimalistic. It provides the necessary information at the right time. We're developing systems now as part of the PEO Soldier Net Warrior program, and next June we'll be going through soldier trials with that. In general, with our reactions or interactions to date, it's a very intuitive user interface. And the feedback that we've had is all positive in terms of being able to pick it up quickly and use it. It does take a little bit of training, but it's a positive response to date.
Is this only used in training or also in operations? The reason for operations, if you have an interference and people depending on this, something happened, then you don't get the information.
Sure. No,
you're in big trouble.
Yeah, this is definitely intended for operations. So we are hooked up with a radio network. So information that's shown is not only information that the user may put on in a pre-mission planning standpoint, but also things that are coming over that radio network. So the network is an important point, and for life or death situations, you want to make sure the information you have is valid. Well, yeah, I think that's it's certainly something from a training perspective as well. As you start using this system, you need to use it as not the end all to give you the end picture, but as a way to help you in that. So there's certain things that we've incorporated that tell you if you're disturbed magnetically, if you have loss of radio network and all of that. The user then has to use his brain. I mean, the user can't just use the system and say, hey, this is what it is. He needs to understand if there are issues that come up, he needs to rely back to his basic training. But this is a system that, in a lot of ways, can provide enhanced situational awareness to help the majority of the time.
All right, and one more question in the back.
You described a situation where, potentially a group of soldiers was helicoptered in at night to somewhere they'd never been before. How does that information get geotagged, and who, in fact, is doing that in advance of that operation?
So for a pre-mission planning step, you could imagine that soldiers would know where they're headed. They may do some scouting and figure out where a reference landmark tower is or where a building of interest in a particular environment is. That is information that's embedded before they head in. But live during that mission, there's the ability to reach back to command and control, and information can be streamed out to the soldier real time in that case as well.
Okay, so any other questions for that super sci-fi soldier? All right. Well, thank you very much, David. Great work.